Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my class. Today, I'm going to take class on the topic circular flow of income. The flow of income from household to the farm and farm to the households. So the meaning of circular flow of income or the definition of circular flow of income is given as flow of income from farms to the households in the form of factor payments, that is rent, wage, interest and profit, and the reverse flow of income from households to the farms in the form of payment for final goods and services is called circular flow of income. That means income is flowing from farm to the household in the beginning in the form of rent, interest, wage and profit, and the reverse flow of income from household to the farm in the form of payment for final goods and services. Now how it is happening is that the farms here means all the production centers, and household means the families, we people belongs to household. The families are providing land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. That is, all the factor services are being provided by the household. Say for example, we are providing land. In return, the owner of land will get rent. So owner of land is getting rent as his income. So income is coming from farm to the household in the form of rent. That is, the owner of land is getting income. The labor will get wage. You see here wage. The labor is rendering services in production function, and in return the labor will get wage. Then interest. Interest is the remuneration paid to the owner of capital for taking part in production function, and finally the entrepreneur will get profit. So all these are rent, in wage, interest and profit are factor income, which is flowing from farms to the household. So the households will get income. Already the households have got income in the form of rent, interest, wage and profit. Now what they will do with their income? So that income they will spend in the market to purchase the final goods and services. Now here the farms, we are talking about the production units. So all the production units are farms, or you can say called industry or whatever, but here we term them as farm. So the factor income flowing from farm to the household in the form of rent, interest, wage and profit. And these households, they have got income. What they will do with that income now? They will go to the market to purchase final goods and services that has been produced by the farms. So the income that they have got from the farms, same amount of money they will go to the market and they will spend the money to purchase final goods and services. Just for example, I am a factor. I am giving my services. I am selling services to my college. So in that sense, I can be, even though I am a teacher, but I am selling my labor. So in economics, a teacher, even say myself, I can be considered as a labor because I am selling my services and getting the remuneration. So whatever income I will get, this is my factor income. In next round, I will go to the market and will purchase goods and services, and the money will go back to the farms again. Say for example, I have earned the income from academic institutes. So the same income will go back to the academic institutions in the form of, say, payment for my children's tuition fee. Circular flow of income can be shown with this chart here. This is, we are classifying farms, and this one is households. Farms means all the production centers, whatever it may be, small or large, all the production centers will be here. And households. Households means all the families that are providing all the factor services, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So how the flow will start? In the beginning, flow number one, you see, flow of factor services in the form of land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. That is, household is providing all the factor services to the farms. That is, land belongs to the household, labor belongs to the household, then capital and entrepreneur. All these things belongs to the household, and household is providing them to the farms. And farm is purchasing factor services from the households, and in return the farms are making payment, that is flow of factor income in terms of rent, wage, interest and profit. So farm is making payment and the household is getting income. For the farm, it is a payment, factor payment, and for the household, it is factor income. So I have written here flow of income, flow of factor income in terms of rent, wage, interest, and profit. The households have got rent, interest, wage, and profit from the farms. So this income, this is factor income that has been earned by the households. Now what the households will do with that income? The households will spend the money to purchase final goods and services from the farms. So it is shown in number 3, payment for final goods and services. Households will go to the market and will make payment, or households will go to the market or to the sellers or to the producers and will make payment for final goods and services. And in return, farms are providing final goods, the flow of final goods and services to the household. So then you can say circular flow of income is having 2 types of flow. That is, one is called real flow, another is called money flow. In real flow, only the real things are being transferred. Here in this chart, number 1 and number 4, number 1 and number 4, these are real flow. Number 1 and number 4 is real flow. Real flow. 1 and 4. And money flow is 2 and 3. This is real flow and this is money flow. You see here, flow of final goods and services. This is goods and services. These goods and services, we don't, when we talk about goods and services, we don't imagine about money. That these goods, physical assets, goods and services, intangible things that you cannot see, you cannot touch. Just like I am providing you services. So this one is intangible. So mine one is services. Police are also giving us services. Nurses, doctors, they are giving us services, that is intangible things. So final goods and services, so these are real things. And here, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. When we talk about this land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, the concept of money doesn't come in our mind. So this is also a real thing. So number 1 and number 4 is showing the flow of real things from farms to households to the farms, and reverse flow of final goods and services from farms to the households. On the other hand, money flow. In the first case, the farms are giving money flow to the household. That is, the household is earning income in the form of rent, interest, wage, and profit. The households are getting income in the form of rent, interest, wage, and profit from the farms. So whenever we are getting rent in terms of money, we get wage, interest, profit, we are getting the income in terms of money. On the other hand, payment for final goods and services. Whenever we are making payment for any goods and services, we make payment in terms of money. So in circular flow of income, 2 types of flow is there. One is called real flow, another is called money flow. Flow of factor services from household to the farms, and the reverse flow of final goods and services from farms to the household. This is real flow. Money flow is, on the other hand, the flow of factor income in the form of rent, interest, wage, and profit from farms to the households, and the reverse flow of payment for final goods and services by household to the farm completes the money flow. Now, money flow and circular flow of income is same thing, because income is always in terms of money. So we can classify the circular flow of income into 2 types of flow. That is, one is money flow and the other is real flow. In circular flow of income, we get 3 phases. That is income generation phase, income distribution phase, and income spending phase. In income generation phase, income is being generated in the form of rent, interest, wage, and profit. And all these things are getting generated in the farm itself. Because all the factory owners are going to the farms, they are working there. Land is being hired by the farm and land is earning income, rent. labor are going to the farm, working and getting income, right? So all this income is being generated in the farm. Then income distribution phase. Once this income has been generated in the form of factor income, that is rent, interest, wage and profit, who will get this income? So all the factor services are being owned by some households. So all this income will be distributed among the households in the form of factor income. So income distribution phase is taking place in the households. Households will get the income. Now this income earned by the households will be spent in purchasing final goods and services. So income spending phase will be here. So household will spend the money. Where they will spend? They will go to the market. Generally we go to the market for purchasing the products. So all the farms will be selling their products in the market. So we'll go to the market where the producers will be there to sell their product, the farms will be there to sell their products, and we will spend the money here. That is the market where the farms are there to sell their products. So disposition phase, that is spending phase, will be here in the farms. So we have got three phases of income, surplus flow of income, that is income generation phase that take place in the farms, income distribution phase that takes place in the households, and income spending phase that takes place in the farms. So thus we have got three phases of circular flow of income. Circular flow of income has two major significance. That is, it helps the economy to function well and grow, and it helps in estimation of national income in the economy. So it helps the economy to function well and grow means if circular flow of income is not there, all the factors of production will not work efficiently. If I don't get wage, I will not work. If land do not get rent, they will not perform their services. So this process should continue. If this process is disturbed, just as it is being disturbed now because of this lockdown, COVID-19 is affecting the economy. So it's quite natural that now land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, all of them are being affected. Factor income has been affected. So this flow should go on. Only when I will get income, I will work. And I will work means my income will be more. I will spend more money. And when I will spend more money, the farms will get more profit. And when they will get more profit, they will invest more. So this process should continue for the economy to grow and to function smoothly. Second thing is that it helps in estimation of national income. National income is in fact the sum total of factor incomes. So if you do not know what is the total amount of rent in the economy, what is the total amount of profit in the economy, so it will become difficult for the economists to estimate national income in our country. So it helps in estimating national income also. Finally, in surplus flow of income, we get two important concepts, that is leakages and injections. Surplus flow of income, you see here I illustrate leakage and injection with the help of one example with the chart here. For example, the factor income, this is rent, interest, wage and profit. Factor income flowing from farm to the household is rent, interest, wage and profit. Rent of 100 rupees, wage 100, interest 100 and profit 100. For example, so total 400 crore rupees is flowing from farms to the households. So farms are making payment of 400 crore rupees to the household. But now the question is whether the household is getting 400 crore or less. Now you see, whenever we are getting our income, a part of that we will save. Suppose savings is 20 crore in the economy. Then we import some amount of goods from abroad. So for import also we make import payment and the money is going out. Then another part of our income is going out as tax payment. Say, for example, 30 crore is the tax payment. Another 30 crore, suppose social security contribution, maybe our provident fund contribution or life insurance corporation or other insurance payments. So all these are our compulsory contribution, forced contributions or whatever voluntary contribution. But this is the amount of money is going out of our pocket. So in these three terms, 20, 20, 30 and 30, another 100 crore rupees, this is going out of our pocket. So here the leakage is 100 crore rupees. So automatically out of 400 crore, 100 crore rupees has gone out of circulation and the household have got 300 crore rupees. So automatically they will make payment for final goods and services of 300 crore rupees. So see, from to the household, it was flowing 400 crore rupees. But on the way, 100 crore rupees has gone out of circulation, that is, it is a leakage. And we have got 300 crore rupees. The households have got 300 rupees. So automatically, the households will spend 300 crore rupees to the farms, and by spending 400 crore rupees, the farms in return will be getting 300 crore rupees. So 100 crore rupees is the leakage out of circular flow of income. Now, this loss of 100 crore rupees will be made up by injections in circular flow of income. Injections means investment expenditure. Additional investment will be there by the producers. Say for example, investment is another 20 crore. Government expenditure. Government is also spending amount of money. So government is spending say 40 crore. Then exports. We are exporting our goods abroad, so export earning is also there. Say for example, export earning is 20, and some other subsidies received by the farms and other help assistance received by the farms, that will consist of suppose other items, that is 20 crore. So total 100 crore. So the farms will get an injection of 100 crore, or the farms may get an injection of more than 100 crore also. So ultimately the farms will be compensated by these injections. Generally, government try to make a balance between the leakages and injections, but in reality it may not be always possible. That exact amount balancing is not possible, but government is making investment. Generally investment is more. Investment should be more in the economy for the economy to grow properly. And for economic growth, if government is setting a target of 8% or 10% or 12%, government should invest more and more amount of money in the economy so that the circular flow of income goes on expanding. So here we have both that leakages and injections. Leakages means the money which is going out of circular flow of income, and injections means inclusion of new amount of money in the circular flow of income by outside forces. So that's all about circular flow of income, different phases of circular flow of income, significance of circular flow of income, and ultimately you will get injections and leakages and injections. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and continue to watch the videos, and I'll try to give my best to explain the topics properly.